I would love to work with Adolfo because that would be the biggest listing I've had so far. This is worth $25,000 a month.
If I rent it for 15, it will go immediately.
I hope that I'm able to convince Adolfo that he should lease it for more than $15,000.
I'm worried about the 25,000 still.
My tactic to gain clients in real estate is definitely by referrals, whether it's through family or friends or a friend of a friend. You just got to get out there and network. Adolfo!
Hey!
I met Adolfo through a friend of my mother, and he is a pretty substantial developer and restaurateur in Los Angeles. So today I'm in the West Hollywood Hills to see a construction site that he's currently building a home on so that he can eventually move here. I was expecting more of a finished home, but this is cool.
It's almost ready.
Right, yeah, it looks like it's almost ready.
2 months, 2 months.
Show me what you have going on.
This is sort of like a loft, all open. And if you keep going over here,
This view is incredible.
it's beautiful. I love it, yeah.
But this looks like it's moving along fairly fast. What do you want to do with your other home?
I like to lease the other house. And when
Okay.
the market gets good, we'll sell it.
Okay. Adolfo's other home is located a little further west than this, up Sunset Plaza, and some pretty famous people have owned it, like Ringo Starr from the Beatles. So I would love to work with Adolfo because that would be the biggest listing I've had so far.
Why don't you come by tomorrow and I'll give you a tour of the house and we'll do some pricing.
Perfect. That sounds like a great plan.
Hey!
I had a great meeting with Adolfo at his development project, and now I'm at his current home to take a look around and see what I can possibly get from a renter. Wow, check out this kitchen.
This is a real kitchen. If you wanted to throw a party in here, you could have 40 people in the kitchen. I've done that before.
This is definitely gonna help us drive up the price.
Wait until you see the rest of the house.
Wow, big, wide open spaces. I love that.
Dining area, living room, bar, double-sided.
Okay.
This is my home theater.
Wow, holy theater. I love that you put curtains instead of doors. It makes the home feel more cohesive.
Correct, and let me show you the bedroom.
Okay. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love the floor-to-ceiling windows. And the views, again, such an important selling point. Most homes for rent are old, dated. They need a lot of work, a lot of love. Adolfo's home is not a rental home. He lives in it. It's up to date. It's beautiful. So I think that people are going to jump on the opportunity to rent this place. So after seeing the house and really getting a good look, this is definitely a home that is worth $25,000 a month.
I agree with you, but I like to get the house moving. I wouldn't like to put it at 25 and have them sit empty for 3 months.
Okay.
Instead, if I rent it for 15, it will go immediately.
My goal as his agent is to get him as much extra cash as I can. And getting a high-paying renter into this property helps our future sale because I'm able to list it at the price that I think that it's worth, and people won't question that price. I also think that, we should go see a few comparables just to really be sure about what price we want to list it at, and then we can meet up eventually and discuss a final number.
All right, you said 25, I see 15, you said tomato, I said potato, I said potato, I said tomato.
I think that this is a good comparable. It's not as new as your home, but it's priced at $25,000. So I think that this is kind of close to where I want to price your home. Today I am showing Adolfo a comparable property to his. Hi. Good to see you. I hope by showing Adolfo this home that I'm able to convince Adolfo that he should lease it for more than $15,000.
Feel free to look around, and I'll be over here if you have any questions.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, here's the kitchen.
Wow.
It's so dated.
I agree.
Wow. I've never seen a screening room like this in a home before.
Definitely very ugly.
Well, here's the master. It's interesting.
It's horrendous.
Again, your place is done and this is not. I think the biggest selling point of this house is the view. And I don't even think it compares to yours, so I think that we should definitely get a lot more money for your home.
How long this house has been on the market?
The home has been on the market for about 3 months.
I don't want to wait for that long.
Right.
So I'm worried about the 25,000 still.
My goal is to help Adolfo find balance because when we go to sell the home, it's a lot more attractive for a buyer to see that the house was rented for a higher price. Wow, check this place. Tonight, I am here at Adolfo's restaurant to discuss with him a final price. I've showed him a few comparables, and now it's time to make a final decision. So I've had a few days to think. I still think that we should aim higher.
I think you're right, and I'd rather be a little more aggressive.
So I think we should meet in the middle. I think listing at 18,000 will attract
It's very aggressive, a lot of attention.
Yeah, a lot of attention. And then if we've got multiple people that want it, then we'd be like, well, do you want the furniture? The furniture is, you know, a little more. My first challenge is complete. Adolfo and I are at a happy point with the price. My second challenge is now to try and drive renters to the home. I would love to do some like open house with Osaka, maybe catering.
Really, for a listing?
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, because I think that'll attract a lot of renters.
That sounds good.
Yeah? I know Adolfo wants $8 million for his home in the long term, so if I can somehow get the $8 million sale for him, it would be huge.
18,000.
18,000.
Ding.
So this is the entryway.
It's a great space.
I had a very successful meeting with Adolfo, and he's decided to lease his property at $18,000, but he'd like to sell his home ultimately for $8 million. So I'm bringing in an appraiser to see if that price is fit for his home. Here is the screening room.
This is a sexy, cozy space.
Well, sex sells.
Sex sells?
Now, my client is a big restaurateur, so it's very important for him to have like a high-end kitchen.
I think he's got one. This is where you could spend the whole day.
Right, okay, good. So here is the master bedroom.
I love this big picture window at the front. Bed at night, it's fantastic.
So this is my dilemma. Adolfo would sell his home, but he wants to sell it for $8 million. He doesn't think he's gonna get that in this market, so he didn't want to list his home.
I think the market up here for a good product, which this is, you know, the price could be fine.
Great. I'm trying to be very proactive about getting Adolfo's home sold. My plan now is to have a broker's caravan, and I'm gonna test the water, and hopefully somebody's ears will perk up and they'll wanna buy it. So it's 6,200 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath. There's 2-bedroom in the guest house with a bathroom.
Oh, there's a guest house. Cool.
Today I'm here at Adolfo's to have the broker open house.
I'm going to talk to my client. I think the house is so perfect in every way.
Adolfo and I have decided to price the home aggressively, so we agreed on $18,000 as a starting point. There's 2 bedrooms and a bath in the guest house, including a gym.
I do have some leasing clients that may be interested in this home, and I think it's actually a really fair price for the size of this house. I think they should rent it right away.
It's a fair price, and it's very rare to find this much land up here in the hills, so I would love to bring my client up here.
When I was talking to the agents and I told them the lease price, they were actually pretty impressed, and I think that we will have multiple offers. But it is a big deal for me to get this home rented or sold, either one, because it is my biggest listing yet. So it's $8 million for sale.
He was looking up to 12, so maybe Friday, if that works for you guys, I can probably bring him by.
Yeah, give us a call and we'll set it up.
Cool. The listing price of $8 million is about right for the area. You know, it's a little over 1,000 square foot, which is great.
She can go up to about 10 or 11 million. Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't want to lease, she just wants to buy.
Okay, things went so well today. We had at least 40 people come to the house, and we're walking away with, I'd say, maybe 5 showings. So if I rent this house, I'm sure Adolfo will be really happy. If I sell it for the price that Adolfo wants, I'm sure he'll be jumping up and down. Hi.
Hi. What's going on with you?
Today I'm here to meet with my mother to get her opinion because I had a very successful open house at Adolfo's and a lot of people are inquiring on leasing and buying. I think I've done a pretty good job of convincing Adolfo to not only lease but sell his property. I mean, I've showed him comparables. I had the appraiser come and appraise his home. I've done an open house.
Didn't you get a few showings from that?
No, I had a bunch of showings. A lot of them were for sale. Since the open house, we've had a lot of great showings, so the house is hot right now.
I think you did a wonderful job of turning a lease listing into a potential sale listing. So I'm really proud of you. What I'm hoping for when the girls on my team go out on lease listing appointments is that they can turn that potential lease listing into a sale. And I think Vanessa could absolutely sell that house for $8 million.
So what he wants to do is he wants to do a few little minor adjustments and some work on the home first, like painting the outside, fixing the landscaping, the barbecue area.
Well, improvements always add value, but during this process, it's really important that you stay in touch with him so that you can understand how the improvements are going, so that when they're done, that we can get the house on the market.
I'm on it. It is very tempting to take the easy route and just lease Adolfo's home. I'll let you get back to work.
Keep me posted.
I will. But I'm very confident that I'll be able to sell Adolfo's home when he's ready because it's a great home and I think that there's a need for it and people are interested in buying it.